Don't let the getup fool you. This is actually a Star Wars episode. Hello, and welcome to Shows to Astonish. I am your host, the Fat Mantis, and I'm sorry for the getup. I have my eggnog-laced coffee, and I'm feeling the joy, and we all know that Santa Claus is coming. But you know who else is coming? A Jedi. Facts. So here's my prediction video for the likelihood of which Jedi it is. Now we all know Baby Yoda, aka Grogu, or Groger, whatever you want to call him, went to the planet Tython, was able to use the Jedi Seeing Stones to send out a communique across the galaxy to which Jedi would come help him and ultimately train him. Now, we don't know who it is. It's been a guessing game, but he's been snatched by the soon-to-be First Order, the pseudo-order, and we need to figure out which Jedi it could possibly be. So I took it to the Mantis Academy of Gifted Youngsters. That's right, it is the world's leading think tank of the world's smartest kids, as they use their most scientific areas to find out the percentage likelihoods of the Jedi that it will be. And we're going to start with our lowest percentage and move our way up to the highest. And at 1%, starting it off, is Mithril. Now Mithril, I know, is the blue-skinned alien played by Horatio Sands, and he doesn't seem to be a Jedi or Sith. So there is a 1% chance that he's a secret Jedi or Sith, and he's gonna come back to train Baby Yoda. Whopping in at 3% is Cyborg Mace Windu. Now, I know what you're saying, that's ridiculous. Tell that to the Mace Windu stands, who seem to put him into every fan theory that has ever existed. I'm serious. They believe that he was Snoke. They believe that he saved Baby Yoda. I think that they think he's really the chosen one. I think that he's not really dead. They think he's Palpatine. If you go online, particularly Reddit, you're going to read some really weird theories about Mace Windu. But he's sitting there and low at 3%. Next, the 5%ers. At first, I'm going to start off with Ahsoka Tano. That's right. Now, that is a low percentage. It's a 5% chance that she will be it. Because it doesn't really make sense that she says to them, I am not going to train Baby Yoda, but go on this quest to go find a Jedi. And when he finally calls a Jedi, she comes back to him and she says, psych, I was just messing with you. I'll do it. I don't know about you, I would be very upset if I was Mando, like straight up. That's why I think also, since she's getting her own show, I think it's unlikely that she's getting reintroduced in this. And in that same vein, next up at 5%, we have Ezra Bridger. That's right, I know all of you are hoping that he was cast for this season and he's going to appear, but it's unlike he'll be introduced here, because I have a feeling he's going to be introduced in the Ahsoka show, which we all know is going to be about her looking for Ezra in the unknown regions with Sabine Wren. So it really doesn't make a lot of sense, so there is only a 5% lingering that he can make it. Next, we have at 8%, this feels like a wild card, but it is not, Barriss Offee. That's right, that was Ahsoka's best friend at the temple, who would later on, spoiler alert for the Clone Wars, betray her and frame her for murder after she fell to the dark side. Now, she ended up rotting out the rest of the Clone Wars, the short time that it is, in a prison. It is possible that those events protected her from Order 66. Now, obviously, logic is a soldier could just open the door and fire at her while she's sleeping or something. You know, mission accomplished. But for all we know, she escaped, is trying to find, the good in her, return to the light, and she's gonna, out of the blue, appear. Now, I'm gonna say, I am leaning to the idea that it's gonna be a female Jedi, and the reason why that is the show needs some feminine energy. We have Gina Carano, but I think she's getting her own spin-off, and honestly, Mando needs a mom figure to help raise Baby Yoda. It makes total sense. But she is at 8%. Next up, this is my personal pick, but I can't let my own personal pick affect what the numbers are telling us. At 10%, that is Mara Jade, later on known as Mara Jade Skywalker. Now, we all know that in the books, she was an assassin for the Imperials, for the Emperor's Hand, a Force-sensitive, purple lightsaber-wielding person from the original expanded universe. And now, we're not sure if she exists. Skywalker's end, as in Luke's, would end with he seems to be a hermit with no family or friends around him. But is it possible within that 30-year difference between Trilogy A and Trilogy C that he did have a family and that Mara Jade does exist. I think this show is doing a good job of canonizing things that didn't once exist, and I would personally love that Mara Jade would be that person. Once again, to be the mother figure, she doesn't have to have a relationship with Mando. You remember this, we live in a new age, man. There are all sorts of families. But I do think he needs a woman to curb Mando's more masculine traits. So I'm really hoping for it, and she's lingering there at 10%. Next at 12%, I've got Asajj Ventress. Now, before any of you say anything about a book or two where they think that she's dead, which I believe was published before Disney's acquisition, I've got to tell you, the books ain't canon. The books ain't canon. As usual, they always just go over the parts of the books that they don't want. And a lot of fans were pissed that Asajj Ventress didn't get a good send-off. Now, I would have always rathered a spin-off where Ahsoka and Asajj Ventress go on like a feminist adventure through Star Wars as two chicks, one light, one dark, looking out for each other. That would have been awesome, but we know it's not happening. I think it's possible Asajj Ventress, trying to make redemption, trying to come to terms with what she is, could make an appearance. It's more likely than Ahsoka or Mara Jade, and it's very much up Filoni's and Favreau's avenue. I'm putting her at 12%. Next, we've got the high marks. These are the top three right here. And the first one I'm going to say is Luke Skywalker. I think we all want to see it. The show is good at sneaking hidden guest appearances from celebrities into the show, where you never even heard reports that these people would show up on set. It is possible that Sebastian Stan came in for a cameo. I think that's the best way to do it. It would be pretty crazy if they de-aged Luke. But it is crazy that Luke Skywalker could. But we all know eventually the story will lead to Luke Skywalker. Could happen right here and now. Who knows? Next, and also tying at 18%, I'm going to say Wildcard. There is a possibility that they're going to make a completely rando Jedi that we've never heard of or is completely new will show up and do it. And I think it might be just as likely as Luke Skywalker. I think audiences will be equally excited with any Jedi that shows up. So it is possible that they're going to go with a different direction on it. It doesn't have to be someone we already know from canon. And finally, at the top spot, 20% most likely to show up in the season finale of Mandalorian Season 2 as the Jedi who will train Baby Yoda is Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order. I know what you're thinking, a video game character? Here's the thing. He's played by this actor, and this actor looks exactly like the character who was digitized. Everyone seems to love him. It would be great cross-promotion for the game they already have and the sequel that's eventually going to come out. Not only that, all they have to do is put him in Jedi robes and hand him a lightsaber, and he is literally Cal Kestis to the bitter end. I also think that this would be a pick that would drive fans crazy. So you heard it here. The person I want the most is Mara Jade, but the person who's more likely to be it is Cal Kestis. Now, what did you think of my analysis? Please let me know in the comments. Also, who is your top pick? And are there any serious Jedis that I am totally forgetting? Please let me know. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Remember to have a Merry Christmas, and remember to tune in to my watch-along of the finale of Mandalorian Season 2 this Friday at 7. Everyone's going to be there. It's going to be a good old time. Until next time, ciao for now.